In this lesson, we're going to learn how to differentiate all 6 trigonometric functions. Let me start by showing you all the formulas we are working with today. At the top, we have 3 basic ones: sine, cosine, and tangent. The derivative of sine box equals cosine box times box prime. The derivative of cosine box equals negative sine box times box prime. The derivative of tangent box equals secant squared box times box prime. And below, the 3 reciprocal trig functions, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. The derivative of cosecant box equals negative cosecant box times cotangent box times box prime. The derivative of secant box equals secant box times tangent box times box prime. The derivative of cotangent box equals negative cosecant squared box times box prime. That's 6 formulas in total, and we'll practice all of them with plenty of examples so you feel confident using each one. Now, some of you might be thinking, why do we need box and box prime? If the derivative of sine x is just cosine x, what makes it more complicated? Here's why. What if the function isn't sine x, but sine of x squared plus x? With the box method, it's just as fast. The box is x squared plus x, box prime is 2x plus 1, and you write the answer immediately, cosine of x squared plus x times 2x plus 1. No extra steps, no rewriting. And here's something that will matter later. When you learn integration, if you're comfortable with this box pattern, you'll find that many integrals can be solved in your head almost instantly. So learning these formulas in box form isn't just for differentiation, it's an investment in your future calculus skills. But I know 6 formulas is a lot to memorize, and some of them looks quite complex. So before we jump into examples, let me show you a trick to cut your memorization in half. I want you to remember just 2 pairs. On the left, tangent x and negative cotangent x. They are buddies. On the right, secant x and cosecant x. They are buddies too. Whenever you see one, you can swap it for its buddy. Let me show you how powerful this is. First, let's test it on something you already know. The identity 1 plus tangent squared x equals secant squared x. You've seen this before. Now let's swap each function for its buddy. Replace tangent x with negative cotangent x, and replace secant x with cosecant x. We get 1 plus negative cotangent x all squared equals cosecant x all squared. The negative disappears because it's squared, so we get 1 plus cotangent squared x equals cosecant squared x. And that's exactly the other Pythagorean identity you need to know for IB. The buddy swap works for identities, and it works for derivatives too. The derivative of tangent x is secant squared x. You already know this one. Now swap each function for its buddy. Replace tangent x with negative cotangent x, replace secant x with cosecant x. We get the derivative of negative cotangent x is cosecant x squared. Move the negative sign to the right side. The derivative of cotangent x equals negative cosecant squared x. We just found the derivative of cotangent x without memorizing a new formula. Let's try it again with the secant x. The derivative of secant x is secant x times tangent x. Swap. Secant x becomes cosecant x, and tangent x becomes negative cotangent x. So the derivative of cosecant x equals cosecant x times negative cotangent x, which is negative cosecant x times cotangent x. And that's the correct formula. Alright, now let's put all 6 formulas to work with some examples. I will keep the formula on screen throughout, so you can refer to them as we go. Let's start with something simple to warm up, y equals sine 3x. On the right, here's our sine box formula. The derivative of sine box equals cosine box times box prime. So what's the box here? The box is 3x. Filling it in, cosine of 3x times the derivative of 3x. That's cosine 3x times 3. So dy over dx equals 3 times cosine 3x. Quick and clean. The box was 3x, the box prime was 3. Plug them in and you are done. Now let's try cosine. Y equals cosine of x squared. Here's the cosine box formula. The derivative of cosine box equals negative sine box times box prime. The box is x squared. The box prime is 2x. So we get negative sine x squared times 2x. dy over dx equals negative 2x times sine x squared. Same process. Find the box, find box prime, plug them into formula. Notice the negative sign came from the cosine formula, not from the function itself. That's something to watch out for. Cosine always bring a negative with it. Now that we warmed up with the sine and cosine, let's prove one of the reciprocal trig formulas from scratch. y equals secant x. We can rewrite this as 1 over cosine x, which is the same as cosine x to the power of negative 1. Now we have two box methods, the power rule box and the cosine box. Let's apply the power rule first. The box is cosine x and the power is negative 1. So we get negative 1 times cosine x to the negative 2 times the derivative of cosine x. Using the cosine box method, the derivative of cosine is negative sine x times x prime, which is 1, so it's just negative sine x. Putting it together, negative 1 over cosine square x times negative sine x. The two negatives cancel, so we get sine x over cosine squared x. Now let's split this into two fractions, 1 over cosine x times sine x over cosine x, and that's secant x times tangent x. So the derivative of secant x equals secant x times tangent x, exactly the formula we saw earlier. This is proof that the formula isn't magic. It comes from the power rule and the cosine derivative working together. Now, using the same approach, let's derive the derivative of cosecant x. Y equals cosecant x. I'm going to write it as 1 over sine x, which is the same as sine x to the power of negative 1. And over here on the right, I'm putting up my box method template. The derivative of sine box is cosine box times box prime. dy over dx, I differentiate the outside first. Bring the power down, the negative 1 times sine x to the power of negative 2. Then multiply by the derivative of the inside, which is sine x prime. Now, sine x prime is just cosine x. So this becomes negative 1 over sine squared x times cosine x. And now, I will split this fraction, negative 1 over sine x times cosine over sine x. The first part is cosecant x, and the second part is cotangent x. So the derivative of cosecant x is negative cosecant x times cotangent x. Now let's do cotangent, y equals cotangent x. I'll write it as cosine x over sine x. So dy over dx is quotient rule, numerator, derivative of cosine x times sine x minus cosine x times the derivative of sine x, all over sine squared x. I will use the box method here on the right. The derivative of cosine box is negative sine box times box prime, and derivative of sine box is cosine box times box prime. So filling in, derivative of cosine x is negative sine x, and the derivative of sine x is cosine x. That gives us negative sine x times sine x minus cosine x times cosine x, all over sine squared x, which is negative sine squared x minus cosine squared x over sine squared x. I will factor out the negative open bracket sine squared x plus cosine squared x close bracket over sine squared x. And sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. That's our Pythagorean identity. So this simplifies to negative 1 over sine squared x, which is negative cosecant squared x. Let's move into a series of examples. This next one has an equally beautiful payoff. Y equals ln of secant x plus tangent x. Derivative of a ln box equals box prime over box. My box is secant x plus tangent x. So dy over dx equals derivative of secant x plus tangent x all over secant x plus tangent x. I will differentiate the numerator using the box method. Derivative of secant box is secant box tangent box times box prime. Box is x, box prime is 1, so that's secant x tangent x. Derivative of tangent box is secant squared box times box prime, so that's secant squared x. So the numerator becomes secant x tangent x plus secant squared x. Both terms share a factor of secant x. Secant x times open bracket tangent x plus secant x close bracket all over secant x plus tangent x. Now look at what happens. The bracket in the numerator, tangent x plus secant x, is exactly the same as the secant x plus tangent x in the denominator. They cancel, and we are left with just secant x. And just like the previous example, since differentiating ln of secant x plus tangent x gives secant x, working backwards tells us that the integral of secant x is ln of secant x plus tangent x plus c. Again, plus c is just constant of integration. We'll cover this properly in the integration topic later. Outermost layer is ln. Box method. Derivative of ln box equals box prime over box. My box is tangent of e to the cosine x. So dy over dx equals the derivative of tangent of e to the cosine x all over tangent of e to the cosine x. Now I need to differentiate the numerator. Next layer is tangent. So box method, derivative of tangent box equals secant squared box times box prime. My box for tangent is e to the cosine x. So the derivative of tangent of e to the cosine x equals secant squared of e to the cosine x times the derivative of e to the cosine x. Next layer is the exponential. Box method, the derivative of e to the box equals e to the box times box prime. So my box is now cosine x. Derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. So the derivative of e to the cosine x equals e to the cosine x times negative sine x. Putting all the layers together in the numerator, secant squared of e to the cosine x times e to the cosine x times negative sine x. And dividing by the denominator, tangent of e to the cosine x. Tidying up the sign, dy over dx equals negative secant squared of e to the cosine x times e to the cosine x times sine x all over tangent of e to the cosine x. And that's our final answer. 4 layers, 4 box methods, applied one at a time. This is exactly the kind of question that looks terrifying at first glance. But with the box method, it's just a matter of working from the outside in, step by step. And that wraps up lesson 5.8, derivative of trigonometric functions. The key takeaway: identify your box, find your box prime, and apply the box method. Every single example in this lesson came down to that one process. See you in the next lesson. This has been Alex. Happy studying.